Hey, what's up everyone on YouTube? So since the last video, Bitcoin rose all the way up to 99.7K and nearly tapped $100,000 and has since pulled back. But it is essentially in the same spot that it was during the last video about 6 days ago. So Bitcoin is still consolidating a little bit here. It's just not yet ready to break 100K. But if you look at this price action, it moved up and has now come back down to the support. So we would like to see this support hold here. It also went below the 10 SMA, so it will need to reclaim this. But in the past, during this run, it's gone below it a few times, and then usually on the reclaim, it made a higher high on the next move up afterwards. So if Bitcoin is able to reclaim this 10 SMA, which currently sits around $95,000, and can bounce off this support, then I would think that it's going to make a push past 100K on the next move up. The 10 SMA is still actually moving up currently. So usually when the 10 SMA is moving up in the upward direction, not going down, such as here, it usually shows that Bitcoin wants to continue upward. So we'll continue to watch this right here. We'll see if this continues to move up or if this starts to roll over. But this is the average of the past 10 days. And over the past 10 days, it's been a nice move overall for Bitcoin. So we will see what ends up happening with Bitcoin here. Now, originally 2 weeks ago, before we even broke 90,000, I did mention that we were probably going to see a consolidation around this Fibonacci level, which we are currently seeing right here. We're seeing a small consolidation, but this isn't really surprising. This is a good sign that Bitcoin is consolidating here after this massive move up. Usually when you're in an uptrend and you start to see a consolidation, that is a bullish sign that it eventually will want to continue. It's just consolidating these gains. There's profit takers here, but there's also buyers stepping in and buying at these levels. So overall, as long as Bitcoin ends up holding this $89,000 level and doesn't start to slip down below, I think this favors a continuation to this $114,000 target that we've been eyeing for a few weeks now. Now, if we move over to Ethereum, Ethereum has been testing this resistance essentially for the past 2 weeks or so. When Ethereum can clear this resistance around 3,500, it will probably push up to these local highs from earlier in the year. And then after that, it would probably want to push up to these all-time highs. Now, if we look at others, which is alt outside of the top 10, this is your broad altcoin market. This structure has been very clean. It had a inverse head and shoulders throughout the summer, which we outlined. It broke above it, and then over the past week or so, it had retested this support level and then broke through this next resistance. And then currently on this weekly candle, we did see a retest of this breakout, but this is a nice staircase up that it's taking currently. And once when it breaks through this next level, it will be breaking out to new local highs for the year, and then probably would see a push up to the annual highs, which would really set up the entire altcoin market for just a massive breakout. If you go back to the last cycle, when the altcoin market broke its all-time high, it went above the 3.618 Fibonacci target. So even if in this cycle we were even to get to just the 2.618 Fibonacci target, that is nearly a 4x from where we currently stand. So the altcoin market could potentially be about to see major upside. And this is taking place after just seeing so much downside during the summer. While the stock market and most asset classes were moving up, the altcoin market was moving down. So there's a lot of catch up for the altcoin market to do. We are entering a period that we only get to see once every 4 years, and the window is very short. So take advantage of it. We saw this in 2017, 2021, and now we're about to enter this in 2025. So if you're interested, I do have my own Patreon service. I put up videos very frequently, almost every other day. I also have a chat, a Patreon chat that I answer questions in. So if you're interested in more content, I do have that here. And if you're watching on YouTube, please give it a like, a comment, and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitter, make sure to follow me on YouTube as I post all these videos here first. And I'll see you guys in the next video.